When it comes to roasting in the Gaggenau Combi steam oven, people are always surprised that you can get such beautiful browning and crisping. But most important, you really get that great benefit of cooking with steam, which is the lack of cellular breakdown. So flavor and texture are just extraordinary. Now remember with steam how we can cook on multiple racks and have no transference of flavor? Well, the same is true of convection. So we started off cooking the chicken, and towards the end of the cooking time we've put a tray of vegetables underneath. Now, for those of you who think the steam oven's small, let me show you something. This is a full half-sheet, restaurant-size half-sheet pan, and it fits front to back in the steam oven. Now, when we roast in the steam oven, we always put our meats on a rack in a shallow pan so they can benefit from the circulating convection heat. When we roast meats in convection, we prefer moderate temperatures because remember, the convection is circulating this way. If it's too hot, it can overcook the edges and not cook the center. So 350 and a moderate humidity setting of 60% is ideal. Now when it comes towards the end of the cooking time and you really want to get that lovely browning and maybe some crisping and maybe even want to get your vegetables a little crispy, you have some options. One would be to increase the temperature to 400 degrees and to drop the humidity setting to 30 or even to 0. Because after all, the majority of the cooking is done at this point. The other option would be to engage the full surface grill at the top of the oven. To do that, we will just go back here to the special program setting and we're going to go through those until we come to the icon that tells us it's the full surface grill level 2 plus humidity. It's got a default temperature setting of 340. And because the chicken's very close to the grill, I'm going to leave it at that setting. In this combination of doing the cooking at moderate temperatures and moderate humidity and then using a little high heat that's very direct, I'm able to get that really perfect finish on my food. The oven comes equipped with a meat probe. And meat probes are wonderful tools to use when you're cooking large cuts of meat. So say for example you were cooking a prime rib or a large pork roast or a 14-pound turkey. Yes, you can put a 14-pound turkey in this oven. All you need is to make sure you put it on a rack in a shallow pan. Because large cuts of meat cook so quickly in convection, it's ideal to use the meat probe. But for small cuts of meat, say a pork tenderloin that will cook in 25 to 30 minutes, or a chicken that only takes an hour, I've found that using a meat probe is not necessary. In fact, if you don't put it in the right place, it can sometimes turn the oven off way too soon, and then you're just in a state of confusion having to turn it on again. So remember when you're roasting, moderate temperature, moderate humidity, and either use the full surface grill for finishing or eliminate humidity and increase temperature to get that golden brown crisp finish.